Welcome everyone to our exciting webinar on launching apps with the Guru framework. I'm thrilled to have you all join us today as we explore the incredible potential. Oh, sorry for that. I'm still thrilled to have you all join us today as we explore the incredible potential of the Guru network and its powerful tools for developers. Since the Guru framework is revolutionizing the way we build and deploy decentralized applications, and we can't wait to share its capabilities with you. Is the webinar where we will dive into the open source Guru framework and SDK, which streamline the development process and make it easier than ever to build on the Guru network. Into the Guru Flow Orchestrator, a game changer for creating complex workflows and enhancing the app functionality. Into the role of the Guru Block Explorer in providing transparency and valuable insights into blockchain activities, and also into the significance of the Guru network itself in enabling seamless integration of on-chain and off-chain processes. Throughout this session, we'll showcase real-world examples and demonstrate how the Guru network and Guru framework empowers developers to create groundbreaking applications that leverage the best of blockchain, AI, and automation technologies. Whether you're looking to expand your skills or eager to explore the future of decentralized innovation, this webinar is designed for you. Our CEO himself will guide you through the Guru framework's features, answer your questions, and help you unlock the full potential of the Guru network. So get ready to learn, engage, and discover how the Guru framework is transforming the landscape of decentralized application development. Let's embark on this exciting journey together and explore the limitless possibilities that await us. Without further ado, let's dive in and start. Over to you, Evgeny.
Yeah, thank you for this intro. It actually covers pretty much the content, like an agenda of what I wanted to talk about today. And this week we're going to have two AMA sessions. One is about like hackathon and framework and everything what happens in there. It's based off the calls I had with a couple of teams in the beginning of the week, like who's right now starting building on top of Guru framework, and we like I had a calls with them, and yeah, based on the questions arising here, I just wanted to cover it for the community and for everyone else. As I see, there is a need in it, and as usually. I'm more than happy to share the screen, go through real world examples, and so on and so forth. So let's start from what we released over the weekend. Over the weekend, we released a new page, Hackathon Guru Network AI, which is dedicated to hackathon. And it's about hackathon, but in the same time, it's about our framework and how people can utilize it and to build applications, because it's a results focused hackathon where you can join with idea, without idea. You get in yourself like instance of our framework in the form of chatbot as well as Telegram mini app, and then we are working alongside with you with our mentorship, with our developer support, with everything, so your idea became something real. Why are we doing it? What's one of the main purposes of this hackathon is to polish the experience for everyone in with use of Guru framework, to show us the pain points which people have in there, as well as what we need to do better, so it's better experience building the apps, building the AI processors, building all those different ideas you guys have for it, and we have as well. That's the one. Second one is to see more use cases for it, uh, to dive into it and to see if there is scale in those use cases. Because along with Guru Network, we have like B2B business, which we're running as a business, and we providing the same functionality, to our business partners and polishing it over the use cases, expanding our markets, and so on. So the first thing is hackathon itself. Here is we talking about it, and and again, during those calls with teams, we figured out that there are questions what we actually bring in there, what's our product is, and how it would help pretty much anyone to scale their community, to jumpstart the application, to jumpstart the experience they want to jumpstart, and so on and so forth. So what's in it? Whenever we're talking about Guru framework right now, what we want to focus on is this implementation of it, where we have a chatbot operating within the group, and we have a Telegram mini app or web app hooked up to it. So it's application which has some mechanics within the community, and those mechanics engaging with community is also LLM powered mechanics, where you embedding all the messages into knowledge base, you figuring out who's the most expert in the community, so actively mentioning those people when some questions arise, and so on. Any kind of image generation mechanisms, because that's the core functionality we started from. So whenever people playing with different assets and then publishing them, and then in the mini app there are some actions to do with those assets. Those are all the ideas we want to tackle here, and we are very focused on. With burning meme examples, it's all around memes and around those visuals. But what we discussed with one of the teams yesterday, who's focused more on kind of traders community, and they want this tooling to kind of engage with the traders community, so that they want a version of this mini app and chatbot which would be engaging with community, and pushing some information on current trends, on whatever is rising right now, whatever is at the very bottom of it. And then people from within the community would be able to drop down into the application and, for example, do the swaps, do the trades, or invest in liquidity, all those DeFi activities. So that's one of the use cases we were discussing yesterday. And again, we're focused there on showing people that all those building blocks, like bricks, we already prepared for you. And if you have an idea, you come into us, and we working with you, and we polish on it, so it's finished product. It's engaging your community. It's providing some mechanic which has uh some some fees in it, or don't have, like, it depends on your kind of goals in there. But mainly we focusing on, if something is not there, we as a team participate in that hackathon as well, and but we on the other side improving our products. We add in it if it's needed. So in regards to this, like burning meme mechanics, I believe everyone in our community already pretty aware of it and can imagine what could be done in there. In regards of easiest picks, right? All those quests you see in here, especially social ones, they easily clonable from one application to another one. Any mechanic could be changed in there, and we're doing it in this low code environment, which is like right now it's we're doing it ourselves in Kamuda modular, because it supports BPMN standard, in which we publish in those diagrams with different mechanics. And whenever you deploy those diagrams onto orchestration node for your dApp, it's basically getting listed in here, and then you have new mechanic for your users unlocked, and you can have rewards in here. So for example, if you drop in the rewards block, and you have specified how much rewards those people are getting for completing this particular activity, that's exactly how it works. Rewards blocks along with users actions, what we're expecting from them. And again, it's a product of ours. We want it to be exposed to the market. We want as less friction as it could be in it. That's why we are working with you. We are working as a developers force in there as well. And on the way there, we figuring out, okay, here how a use case, here what the questions people asking. That means like it's not that obvious how to do it. That's why we adding it to documentation, or uh, we are adding it to our roadmap, because the current way we do things, it's not the way we actually planning to have it in here. So we see this product like a framework vertically integrated in our flow product, where you combining the data with those diagrams, and it's like a self-service platform. Right now it isn't, but we're going in this direction. Anyway, coming back to possibilities, uh, any kind of quests you see in Burning Meme available for you already to combine something from them. Meme generation pipelines, NFT generation pipelines, social sharing, something what we did with V2Dex Guru, where you were able to pick some branded assets and generate NFT from it, and then basically uh, create the whole collection of it. Maybe with fees embedded, we have this, like we hadn't charged any fees for season pass, but it was embedded in smart contract everywhere. So if you have mechanics and ideas around this, please share. We'll be more than happy to basically iterate on it with you, and so on and so forth. So that's about our framework. What's possible there? Let me show you another example of CrossFi integration we are delivering right now. And in here, it's like there are DeFi market plus swaps. And obviously, when you embed in trading in there, all those mechanics are available. So this is another example, like comparing to Burning Meme, where you're playing with NFTs, is generated with NFTs, with generated meme coins. You voting for them. It's like kind of governance for meme coins mechanism. That's strict DeFi. If someone have ideas around this, again, those are the blocks you can build from with us, with our help. And to every application, you have a wallet assigned, as well as you can connect external wallets. So that's basically smoothing the friction of how to onboard people from your community to actual Web3 activities, where some profit sharing could be embedded and fees could be embedded, and so on. How to make a business out of this app you launching, right? And again, we're also very interested in all those use cases where, because it's a mini app and a chatbot, and we have Discord integration as well upcoming, in figuring out viral mechanic where people start just playing with it and then jumping in, and everyone participating in those groups, everyone have ideas on what could be done in there. And please feel free to share those thoughts in our hackathon group, and we'll discuss further. And maybe in the end of the day, you would create your own product which would serve for your own purposes. That's one of the thing, how the product could serve like communities, and be something like a service and earn some rewards and so on. But from other perspective, we also envision it as and that was actually declared in our white paper, right? We envision this product as a means for personal AI processors control panel, and we have this smart wallet. Where is wallet, right? Smart wallet, it's probably in bigger one, in bigger white paper. We have smart wallet concept in here, where people are controlling from something like smart wallet the AI processors, and basically paying for them and educating this knowledge base. And that actually aligns pretty well with uh, another proposal we have for Guru Insights Exchange, which we build an infrastructure for it right now. We already have knowledge base integrated into data warehouse, as well as inside the applications themselves. So when you go into Guru Network application, there are quests where you are providing more to knowledge base to Guru GPT knowledge base, and then you getting rewarded for it, and then you can use this knowledge as AI agent, and basically in the form of chatbot or inside the app. So all those mechanics are possible. And again, we're talking about hackathon in here. That's why I wanted to drop as many use cases and as many ideas we have for it. And we were discussing with, for example, teams yesterday, or with our partners, to who's actually buying this product as a SaaS product. So I'm just trying to drop as many ideas as I can, as and just see what would come back from your community, from the community. If you guys see anything you wanted to tackle, again, feel free to jump in, participate. Today we also added this create new project functionality for Guru Network Bot, which is like Guru Network Bot, which again operating within our hackathon group. We have it in Guru Network chat group. And to create a new project, we created something like a wizard where you fill in name, description. You need to create a bot with bot father. If you're not aware of it, it's pretty simple process. It's like bot father, Telegram, right? So you contacting bot father, you creating the bot in there, and all we need to spin up like application chatbot for you is actually bot key and bot name. That's pretty much it. And then there would be additional task after you fill that in, and we provision the application to assign application URL, which you provision to inside the bot, and that gives you basic functionality which you see in Guru app. So you have quests, which you can then change and basically provide new mechanics in there, and we're helping you with this. And for that, we would ask you to basically download and open those diagrams in Camunda Modulier, and we would do some educational content on it, like I actually did a couple of sessions yesterday, and they were like more like me as a mentor and the team participating. I believe it's maybe better format, but we'll go through it on Friday anyway, because people have exact use case in their mind, and I'm basically showing them how to implement those use cases in our low code solution, and then they coming back with questions, and I see, okay, here's what we hadn't polished yet, here what we need to basically adjust, but we're moving forward fast. um Again, it's something about like how we build an application, how to participate in hackathon with most effective way, right? And that we expecting non-developers to participate as well, because it's very visual. You can have a great idea, and we can just get that idea and scale it. For example, provide the same mechanics in future in our apps, which we sell to our partners, and so on and so forth. And you would earn fees from it. It's shared economy after all. Again, to start, we added this create new project wizard into the bot, and fill it in. We have most of the steps already automated behind it, but there are some steps which our DevOps team still working on automation. For example, assigning of DNS names and some other stuff. So uh, in future, we envision it as a self-service where you just same as Telegram bot, right? You get into bot fuzzer, you have a small conversation with the bot, you get in the bot back as an application. Here you would add the whole application plus bot plus functionality which you change in there, which is hooked up to all the blockchain features, to the wallets. You can drive people towards like minting NFTs, towards trading, towards doing whatever you want. And this is the basic set you starting from, and that's what we deliver. And then you uh, get in your own fork of Guru framework, where there are all those BPMNs and those diagrams there. part of the engine, and that's where they are listed in here as an examples. But basically, you grabbing those, changing something, we helping you, and at the end of the day, we have working application with new mechanics, and so on and so forth, earning fees, or uh, even if you want it for personal use, even if you see that in future you would manage your uh, agents with knowledge base from it. We are interested in that use case as well, because that's exact use case we are declaring in this proposal for Guru Insight Exchange. We ourselves working on backend portion of it, but any kind of front end focused mechanics which we can hook up this infrastructure into, kind of interesting as well. And again, we are looking for people with good ideas. We and you're not supposed to be a developer. Everyone could be a creator, and that's what we bring as a main idea of Guru framework and Guru network as infrastructure for it. Okay, that's what I wanted to cover in regards of framework and hackathon stuff. In regards of what we see in here, what kind of projects we are working on delivering, like our application portion right now, because it just started yesterday. There is one project related to meme coin, so it's like application for meme coin community and all those different activities which you can do with like meme coins. Another one is like a marketing tool set, again for engaging with community, incentivizing different um kind of actions from the community from marketing perspective, sharing rewards from projects who participate in it. Quite an interesting idea. We were thinking on it as a part of burning meme mechanics this summer. There are some projects who want to do something with AI generated NFTs and mechanics in there, and all those possible things where which we tested with initially as infrastructure, tested with minting of this collection. So this is like AI generated season 2 collection, which we did as part of V2Dex Guru launch in June. Um, so there is project which is interested in utilizing this mechanic, and yeah, all around it. So there's also the possibilities. Again, I wanted to cover this topic of what's possible in there, just drop as many use cases as we see in it. Because yesterday, on those calls with the teams, I figured that despite uh, those people being very kind of not involved, but they already checked what we do, seen some videos, documentation. I already had demoed it basically multiple times. They still had a question like how it's beneficial for us, what we can do with it, what kind of ideas we can implement in there, what's as the boundaries. So I wanted to cover this topic like in regards of boundaries of the framework, and what we're trying to achieve in there, and what use cases actually we see as the most kind of fast go to market use cases in there. Okay. For the wizard, I already covered it. And wizard itself, we started it as Telegram bot functionality for Guru Network bot, and that's the way we see any kind of new business process or mechanic could be implemented first. Uh, it's very simple. You create a BPMN diagram, then interface is already there. They are in Telegram, and you can start, for example, this wizard right away. And then, as you see people using it, they struggling with something, you polishing it, and then you can create custom interface for this particular thing. We ourselves following the same framework, and we basically uh, saying that that's the way to develop applications fast. You prototype in something, as business process diagram first. Next, it became part of the chatbot. And I myself believe that AI processors and chatbots are the new kind of applications which are on the rise right now, but they would, in the end of the day, I believe they would get most of the market. And then after polishing it and there, it's embedded into, for example, actions or quest list. It's like, no matter how you calling it, and then you can have even custom designs and interface, and that's actually what where you would need more kind of developers manpower. So if you want something like custom interface for voting, like there is in Burning Meme, that's actually where you would need some knowledge into front end development and so on and so forth. But again, all those mechanics, they could be tested even before going very deep in development as a chatbot functionality, as a functionality which automatically getting added to those apps whenever you deploy new diagrams and so on and so forth. Yeah, actually, this thing reminds me of on one more major functionality which is in there and which you can utilize as well. It's direct communication channel with your users. So because it's chatbot, you can send any kind of notifications to your users directly based on their activities in the app. For example, you see here how I'm enabled daily rewards quests in Burning Meme, and then basically Meme reminds me to claim the reward pretty much every day. And if I'm claiming them like 3 times in a row, my rewards are rising, and that's basically what we see in here happening. So those mechanics with direct communications and everything, they are working as well and are available for you to iterate on. That being said, with those teams who already basically submitted their ideas through our form, we already started working. It's either in Telegram groups or in direct. Some of them I already even had calls with, like, because it looked like they need some mentorship. So I don't hesitate to do it, because one of the main outcomes we're looking for, it's like feedback, it's polishing of our products, because we envision the whole thing like Guru framework as a self-service platform where you are you can grab different functionality off the shelf from the catalog, combine application for yourself, like for personal use or for your business in it, and then it's participating in Guru economy, because that's exactly what we declared in our uh, white paper. So that's what I wanted to cover today. To participate, again, don't hesitate to fill the form, which is on at Hackathon Guru Network AI. Then after filling the form, we create in a Telegram group where we are mentoring your project. We also delivering. Feel free to use it. Use project builder directly within the bot. Would be again some stuff would be provisioned automatically. Then we notified that we need to assign some names and we need to approach you and basically confirm those things. Feel free to use it like that. And yeah, let's ship, let's deliver. And from our side, it's like pre-mainnet launch hackathon, and it's hackathon from team's perspective as well, because along with helping you to deliver those products during hackathon, we also delivering lots of things right now which are preparing us for the mainnet launch. We are incorporating governance mechanisms in those applications, which is one of the main blockers for the mainnet launch right now, because governance means like staking, governance means airdrops mechanisms, which are not only about getting their drops and withdrawing them, but basically getting something governed. And that's what we deliver in, as well as I already shown you, we working with our partners on the same kind of front. They're very interested in those mini apps and chatbots and engaging their community, and that's B2B side of our business. But when we polish on it and when we getting those people on board, it Guru token is utilized in there as a future means of them paying for the infrastructure. So, for example, if they embedded NFT generation mechanisms for their community, those generations cost us something, and that creating the means for Guru network tokenomics. Okay, we have interesting question. Is it expensive to make NFT for Guru network? What's about the commission? So in smart contract itself, and let me show you this real quick. Let me actually reshare it. So we have a smart contract in Guru framework. I would find it right now. NFT season pass v2, and there is factory there, and that's actually NFT, but there is a factory. I would need to find this, but anyway, here you specify mint cost. Oh, actually, this smart contract is without mint cost, but there is another one. I actually need to check with Evgeny Shestakov where it is, where basically in the factory itself, you choosing to use in your application, for example, if you're developing something with NFT, there is a mint cost you can specify, so that would be added to all to the collection. So people would be minting and they would be locking those costs inside the collection, and you as an owner of the collection can actually withdraw those costs. That's adjustable. That's already inside our framework, so you can specify the fees. How much it costs for us to generate the picture, and basically how much Guru you would owe to Guru Network for all those generations. Uh, that's actually a good question, because we are running everything on our own infrastructure for this. So costs for us effectively already paid out, and we are we would specify some Guru costs to it for now, but economy would show what would be actually that be in the end of the day. We would put it on testnet, and we would test it work for us if it works for you in your ecosystem, and then it will be automatically added to all those generations and everything users do. And again, as we selling the same products B2B, and we have two models in there, right? That mini app, warehouse, and block explorers could be actually provided to other blockchain projects as with a maintenance fee associated to it. So it's like a SaaS. You have a community bot, you have a Telegram mini app, you have a data warehouse, you have a web app, and all those things. It's like they usually sold through our B2B pipeline by our business development team, and they added it to the proposal, like for example, 10 different pieces of what you get it. But the other interesting possibility, and we're also working with some projects on those kind of means, is profit sharing. So there is some mechanic in there which is related to trading, which is related to using of AI processors or data we provide, or for example, NFT minting and generations, where we see that project itself can bring community in and can bring some traffic in, and our idea is cool. And then we providing everything for free. We supporting from infrastructure standpoints, but those would be the fees which I embedded in there. And currently, as we still polishing all the economy of it, the idea is good, but we need to have exact numbers there, and that's why you're asking about fees. We It's like project per project basis, and in future we'll set it up and put it into Guru token economy as a fixed things, and we already have smart contracts in development right now, so Guru token would be locked, unlocked, and as payments for those infrastructure things. And that's one of the things we actually hooking up to our mainnet launch as well. Okay, good question. Yeah, any that's all I wanted to cover today. Yeah, and
Thank you for
let's
the
let's
question.
let's let's do another sync up on Friday as we usually do, then maybe go more over like Guru network news, whatever was happening on like Guru front, like as a token throughout the week. But as we wanted this thing today to be focused more on framework, how it's applied to ideas, to hackathon, then that's what I'm covering today. Do we have
Thank you
any?
for your question. And we have another one which I put on the screen.
Mhm.
And it shows that this is the person who was on our previous AMA. I won't ask when mainnet this time, but I would like to know when Tinder for memes. You remember Tinder for memes last time?
Yeah, Tinder for memes. It's like let me show you. Tinder for memes. It's actually burning meme. I was showing it already, and actually that's a good mechanic to tackle as well. So whenever, so that's again, those are the pieces we already have implemented. So that's a Tinder for meme coins where you basically vote in what you want to do with it. If you're going to, if you mint in and you bet in on that meme coin would basically trade in future on DEX, and you would be able to exit sometime in the future with your airdrop whenever this memes basically arising, you vote in to mint it. If you're more like onto shorting this thing, and basically you're expecting this to be dumped even before voting is done, and you want to earn some of those stakes which people who betted from internet, then you're voting for burns. So this is like a Tinder for memes, and it's currently operating on on Guru Network testnet. There are partnerships of burning meme with other chains as well, not only Guru. But what's the main thing in there is like framework itself and functionality of voting, and like all this all those mechanics like with AI, they stays on Guru network because that's our niche. That's what we do. While deployment of the meme coin for trading and everything could happen on any chain and on in any kind of ecosystem which is big enough to absorb it. So for burning meme, the plans are base as a deployment chain, as well as all those partners who already have some relationships with burn meme, so there are some grants involved and so on. I can only talk about Crossfire right now because that's what been published already by burn meme team, but I know about a couple of more partnerships which they hadn't published publicly yet. But that's the Tinder for memes. And again, here it works for the memes. In our governance mechanisms, which we're working on implementing right now, it works for governance proposals. Again, it doesn't matter what you're doing here. You're voting for memes, you're voting for proposals. It's happening on chain. You able to vote because you have a balance of Guru tokens. It's like pure governance, and whatever you want to vote for in here, whatever you want to govern in here, it doesn't matter much. Any idea for the hackathon involving this particular mechanic are very interesting, and we already have building blocks for it. So yeah.
Well, we have a little problem.
He just liked my meme.
Sorry for
Sorry,
that.
sorry. Yeah, I just want to show how burners are working. Hopefully, at the end of the day, it would be minted.
Okay, let me check one last time if we have questions on Twitter, on YouTube, on
Actually,
Telegram.
I just going through my notes and figured out I forgot to mention something in the very beginning. So when we are talking about our ideas, like what we presented in our white paper and about our framework and our vision for it and how we connect in Web3 and AI processors in there through orchestration mechanisms. Like one of the main things when you're asking people to follow your ideas, to spend their time using your tool set and so on, is to basically explain yourselves why you think you are capable enough to propose those ideas and what's your career path all the way to this point. So basically people need to listen to you. And I, I i i I made a decision to become even more transparent with this, like to publish all information about my personal career path, how I where I was applying those ideas of business process automation already in enterprise environment, how we got all the way uh, from Dex Guru to again to Guru framework, and why we using this business process automation tool set as well. How I already been using it throughout my career for like other use cases, and why I and team envision it as a next as a next thing in blockchain and AI fusion fused together, uh, and uh, why we ourselves envision Guru Network as a business process automation network, and business process automation and orchestration could be applied to Web3 mechanics natively, in that case, to AI mechanics, and why envision it. It's the future, and uh, why I see that we have experience to actually execute it and get this idea forward. So that's why I published more info about myself, just got this domain, and to be completely transparent. And yeah, that's who we are, and we were also very transparent with the team itself. You know, we have Guru Network AI about, right? About, let me find it. About, yeah. And actually, we need to create a links to different like um, X accounts, whatever. Like, I'm open to it. Let's do it. By the way, let's put it in our roadmap. But anyway, to get people on boarded with your ideas, I believe you need to be very open about your experience, especially if you have something to show in regards of what's education you've got, what kind of experience you've got, so you can talk about those ideas. And that's why everyone need to trust you and basically spend their time using your framework or using your uh, solution. um yeah.
Thank you for your transparency, and we all build it in public. We have another interesting question. Is a pre-deployed app open source? Asks us somebody.
Yeah, it's open source. It's our Guru framework. You can find it under our Dex Guru organization. Yeah, and so we deploy on our infrastructure that open source Guru framework, which is tailored to serve as your app. And whenever, so with the teams with whom we're working right now, we decided to structure it so you proposing the idea, we are creating a fork of Guru framework, which is open source product, where you would be working, you would be adding more diagrams and like workers in there, whatever needed, and we would be helping with it. And that stuff is deployed onto our infrastructure and serves as a chatbot and mini app. So it's open source. Yeah.
Thank you, and thanks everyone for your questions. I'm
Actually, I see
rechecking.
another one from YouTube. I need a bunch of network.
It's just a spam,
Oh, okay,
so
got it.
I don't think we can
Okay.
answer it.
All good.
No new question. Should we give another 30 seconds to guys to ask maybe another one? And while we are at it, show our Guru Network app video.
Yeah, let's do.
Okay, it's 30 seconds video, guys. If you have any questions, type it right in before we wrap it up.
Actually, that reminded me that I can show one more thing. So on B2B market, we are proposing it as Guru Era, and that's basically a Notion page we usually using as a blurb when we send in those offerings. And basically, it's all about community engagement, getting everything on chain, and getting those mechanics and acting in the same time as a chatbot within your Telegram group and with your community, like for direct communications. That page pretty much summarizing everything what you guys getting as a hackathon participant as a starting point. So the same product we basically selling B2B right now, you get in as a starting point as a hackathon. And probably we can share this as well in our hackathon group to just clarify it completely what's in there. I'm not like, but we
Yeah.
had great questions today in regards of open source, and I believe we, as that's very focused on SaaS offering, we're not covering it anywhere. Maybe we need to add it there. And for the fees usually covered during like sales call. Yeah, but overall, that's basically a really good working piece of information for the sales right now, and I believe that's most concentrated one on, to explain whatever we do like from product perspective here. Okay.
Okay, we will put this page into our group. So if you want to have a look at it, join our Telegram group. All the links in replies and in comments below on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Telegram.
Okay.
So
thank you for your time. Thank
we
you
don't
for your
see
interest. Yeah.
we don't see new questions. Thank you guys for your interest. There's a lot of us today, and we will see you, I believe, on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, on Friday is the next one. We'll talk more on Guru Network and as usual, and Guru Token and our status. Today's was dedicated to hackathon and framework and everything we built in there. Thank you. See you on Friday.
Thank you, Evgeny, and kudos to all the team that building so much so fast.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, everyone.